In today's video, I've got these 5 explosive news updates especially for you, my fellow Rangers fan. Philippe Clement to provide Lawrence Shankland transfer answer at Rangers. Ryan Jack drops a new transfer hint after Rangers exit as an official offer is made. Philippe Clement doubts emerge at Rangers in new Chris Sutton predictions. Czech media react to what Václav Cerny did away from Rangers in a 3-2 win. Rangers' exit decision lies with James Tavenier amid Besiktas transfer speculation. Make sure to hit the like button to help me bring you daily and free updates, just for you. We are the people. Philippe Clement is set to face some tough questions from Rangers fans at the upcoming QA event at Edmiston House, and one of the hot topics will likely be Lawrence Shankland. The Hearts striker, who has been in prolific form with 59 goals over the past 2 seasons, has been touted as a potential signing by sections of the Rangers support. With Cyril Désir's yet to fully convince despite his decent goal tally this season, many fans see Shankland as the obvious solution to Rangers' goal-scoring struggles. Clement hasn't publicly confirmed any serious interest in Shankland, but the Hearts man seems like a natural fit for Rangers, especially given his proven ability to deliver in the Scottish Premiership. For some fans, bringing in a striker with Shankland's record could be the difference between finishing first or second, a sentiment echoed by the Daily Record. Shankland's value to Hearts has been massive, especially with his goals propelling them to European football. While Hearts would undoubtedly be reluctant to let him go, Rangers fans might question why the club hasn't made a stronger push for such a reliable goalscorer. Shankland seems ready-made for Rangers, and with the right service, it's hard to argue that he wouldn't rack up plenty of goals. Clement and sporting director Niels Koppen will have considered whether Shankland fits into their tactical setup, but with the Rangers struggling to find consistency, fans will be eager to hear why the striker hasn't been pursued. Meanwhile, young Hamza Igamane, signed for a significant fee, has only featured for 11 minutes, leaving fans puzzled about his role. Tuesday night's QA could be an uncomfortable one for Clement as he faces mounting pressure to turn things around. Fans will want to know if Shankland is in his plans or if they'll continue relying on the current options up front. Ryan Jack appears to be closing in on his next move after leaving Rangers, with strong hints that Turkey's Erakspor could be his next destination. Turkish journalist Ertan Suzgun reported that the Super League side have offered Jack a contract, and the Scotland international seemed to confirm the speculation with an Instagram post featuring a Turkish flag and heart-eyed emoji, suggesting he's heading to Turkey. Jack's departure from Rangers came after a long spell where it became clear he wasn't going to force his way back into Philippe Clement's plans. Injuries and competition in midfield limited his involvement, and despite being a long-serving figure at Rangers opted not to offer him a contract extension. Connor Barron has since filled Jack's role in midfield, with Barron and Dujon Sterling earning praise for their performances in what has been a mixed start to the season for Rangers. While some fans might have hoped for Jack to stay, most will likely wish him well as he looks to reignite his career in Turkey. It's been a longer than expected wait for Jack to find a new club, but if his social media activity is anything to go by, it seems like his time back on the pitch is coming soon. Chris Sutton has cast doubts on whether Rangers will give Philippe Clement the time he needs to truly rebuild and compete with Celtic. In his Scottish Premiership predictions for Sky Sports, Sutton believes Rangers will finish second behind Celtic, questioning if Clement will be granted the patience necessary to see his overhaul at Rangers through. The Belgian manager was handed significant control during the summer, bringing in 11 new signings and clearing out 13 players in a massive squad shakeup. Sutton acknowledged that Clement inherited a messy situation when he arrived, but noted that this season, it's entirely his team. The manager now has no excuses, and despite the fact that it takes time for new signings to gel, the expectations at Rangers are high, especially with Rangers' faltering start. The 3-0 defeat to Celtic in the season's first Old Firm derby highlighted the significant gap between the two sides, a chasm Clement must close soon to keep title hopes alive. With Aberdeen also performing well, Clement faces pressure not just from the usual rivalry with Celtic, but from an increasingly competitive league. He can't afford to fall too far behind, even though many of his signings are project players who need time to develop. Hugh Keevins recently echoed similar sentiments, pointing out that results must start improving quickly if Rangers are to stay in contention. Clement has been backed with the players, but now it's up to him to deliver. Rangers fans and the board will expect no less. Czechia media were full of praise for Václav Černý after his standout performance in their 3-2 win over Ukraine on 10 September. The Rangers winger, currently on loan from Wolfsburg, delivered an assist for Pavel Solk's opener and consistently threatened the Ukraine defense with long-range efforts. Czech outlet iSport rated him 7/10, noting that he's exactly the kind of player the national team needs, confident in one-on-one situations and capable of making creative, unexpected plays. Černy's performance on the international stage only adds to his growing reputation at Rangers. Since arriving at Rangers on loan, he's contributed with 1 goal and 2 assists, and his influence in the final third has been apparent beyond just the numbers. With Rabbi Matondo sidelined due to injury, Philippe Clement will be hoping that Černý can bring this form back to Glasgow as Rangers look to boost their attacking options. Fans have already started to fall for the 26-year-old, much like they did with Abdallah Sima during his loan spell. If Černý continues his impressive form, it might be hard for supporters to not get attached, even knowing the temporary nature of his stay at Rangers. Barry Ferguson believes that James Tavernier's future at Rangers is entirely in the player's hands, as the Turkish transfer window edges closer to its deadline. With Besiktas and their manager Giovanni van Bronckhorst keen on reuniting with the Rangers captain, it seems possible that Tavenier could make a move to Turkey before the window shuts. Ferguson noted on the Go Radio football show that while Tavenier has been linked with moves away from Rangers for the past couple of seasons, it will ultimately be Tavernier's decision whether to stay or go. Tavernier's situation has become more complex after Rangers' 3-0 defeat to Celtic, a match in which the 32-year-old faced significant criticism, with some fans seeing him as a scapegoat for the team's shortcomings, particularly in Old Firm matches. While Tavernier has been a key figure at Rangers for nearly a decade, the ongoing scrutiny of his performances, combined with the opportunity to link up with Van Bronckhorst at Besiktas, might tempt him to seek a fresh start. Earlier in the summer, Tavernier appeared committed to staying at Rangers, brushing off speculation about his future. However, the atmosphere surrounding the club, especially after the Celtic loss, could now push him to consider an exit. As Ferguson points out, Rangers can only wait and see what Tavernier decides. But a move before the Turkish window closes remains a real possibility if the captain feels it's time for a change. Leave your thoughts on each of the news stories in the comments below. Hit that like button on the video, and if you missed yesterday's video, it's packed with bombshells too. I'll leave the link at the end for you to check out. Don't forget to comment what you think over there. Thanks.